am Girija, School Assistant Bioscience, ZPHS, Puram. Today we are learning 10th class Bioscience lesson. First lesson it is nutrition, and now we are going to the introduction part. Nutrition, the food supply system. First of all, we want to know that what is food and what is nutrition. Why do we take food? Food, it is nothing but nutrition, and we need food for get energy to do many activities in our day-to-day life. And what is nutrition? Nutrition is nothing but intaking the food. So many organisms, means all the organisms, living beings need food for growth, development and energy. And repair also. And several organisms need food for maintaining their body temperature. And all the organisms from small amoeba, it means unicellular organisms, to the huge animals, it means multicellular organisms like us human beings need food. And all the living beings take food, but there is so much of difference in it. The mode of nutrition is changed. According to the mode of nutrition, there are two types of nutrition. One is autotrophic nutrition and another one is heterotrophic nutrition. And what is autotrophic nutrition? Autotrophic nutrition means organisms which prepare food by their own. They are called as autotrophs, and this type of nutrition is called autotrophic nutrition. The best examples are all the plants. All the plants are autotrophs and they do autotrophic nutrition. And what is heterotrophic nutrition? Heterotrophic nutrition means the organisms which cannot or do not prepare the food are called heterotrophs, and this type of nutrition is called heterotrophic nutrition. And the best example is all the animals like us, including human beings. And this heterotroph animals require food, get food from this autotroph animals, autotrophs, to generate the energy and to do all the activities. And first of all, we will read about this autotrophic nutrients today. Autotrophic nutrients, just now I told you that all the plants prepare the food by their own, so they are called as autotrophs, or they maintain autotrophic nutrients. Now we want to know that how do they get requirements for the nutrition like this. It means how do they prepare the food by their own. Here we should say that there are some factors. There are mainly the 4 factors required for the plants to perform the photosynthesis. And what are the main factors? One is sunlight, and second one is air. It means they need carbon dioxide to perform photosynthesis. And third one is water, and the fourth one is chloroplast. Plants intaking these or absorbing these 4 factors from their environment. These are all simple inorganic components. They take all these four simple inorganic components and they prepare the food in the green leaf. And by using these simple inorganic components, they prepare the complex organic substances like carbohydrates, and proteins and lipids. So this process, which process? By taking light from the sun, carbon dioxide from the atmosphere or air, water from the soil absorbing by the root, and in the spot of chloroplast. This chloroplast is in the green leaves. Plants take these four simple substances, inorganic substances, and prepare complex organic substances like carbohydrates, proteins and lipids. This process of converting the light energy to chemical energy is called as photosynthesis. And photosynthesis, photo means light and synthesis means putting together. It means preparing. It means taking the light, absorbing the light and putting together all these substances and preparing the food for all the living beings on the earth. This process is called photosynthesis. And by preparing these carbohydrates, plants provide all the living beings food. So these plants are called universal providers because they provide completely, only they provide the food for all the living beings on the earth. And so many scientists were trying how this process was occurring. Von Helmont, we know that this scientist, he and so many scientists were studying how this process was occurring and what is the formula of this. And Von Helmont, he proved that plants take water and minerals and some salts from the roots. It is called root pressure. We have learned it in 7th class. And Von Helmont and all the scientists, so many scientists believe that plants not only require the water, but also they require something else also, but they cannot find it. Finally, C.B. Nail. Something else also, but they cannot find it. Finally, C.B. Nail. Von Nail. In 1931, he and other scientists done many studies, many experiments. Finally, C.B. Von Nail in 1931, he proved it means he formulated a formula, an equation that explained the photosynthesis. What is his equation? Now we can see. He told that carbon dioxide, 6 atoms of carbon dioxide and 12 atoms of water in the presence of sunlight, in the spot of chloroplast, using the chlorophyll, plants prepare it means they produce the carbohydrates, C6, H12, O6. These are called carbohydrates. And while this process, the oxygen is also water is also releasing and oxygen is also releasing. This was using the simple substances like sunlight, carbon dioxide, water and chlorophyll. They do the photosynthesis process and prepare the carbohydrates, and along with it they prepare protein and lipids also. This process is called photosynthesis, and this process is proved by this or formulated like this: 6CO2 carbon dioxide and water in the presence of sunlight in the chlorophyll. This is the spot of chloroplast is the part, and the chlorophyll is the green pigment in the leaves, and this is the spot of photosynthesis. They synthesize by taking these simple substances, inorganic substances. They synthesize the complex organic substances like carbohydrates and water and oxygen. By this we know that photosynthesis is not a small simple process, it is a very complex process. When these products are preparing, so many intermediary products are also produced, and this is the very complex products. And by taking this carbohydrates, proteins and lipids, these heterotrophs generate the energy and they do the